guys, my name is Bando, this is Crux Terminatus, and we've got the much awaited Assault Terminators being announced at Games Workshop. I love Indomitus Terminators. I think that they are quite possibly the coolest looking Terminator armour. I've always liked the Bulldog style helmet, and I just think the aesthetic of them is pretty neat. However, the scale change that has happened to them, 2 years ago now, 2023, I didn't mind until I got my hands on them. I recently built some for my Night Lords in 30k, and they are just whoppingly huge. And I don't mind that when you factor them next to, like, regular Primaris Intercessors. But they are just a little bit big for my liking, especially for, like, the use in Heresy. However, let's actually have a look at these new Terminators. Looking here, I actually really like them. I like the design, I like the aesthetic of choices they've gone for them, I like the fact they've kept the square shape of the storm shields, not going towards the like Blade Guard veteran style. The Sergeants has gone a little bit that way, but I like the very small, compact storm shield. The posing on them, like the Sergeant here, his body is really... it's massive, and he's very imposing, which is exactly what you want for Terminators, which is wonderful. I like these, like, bootstrap, whatever you'd call it, like chin strap style helmets, the half helmets that the Terminator bear heads now have. I quite like that as an aesthetic. And I like the fact that these Terminators have, you know, we've got a moustached head here. You know, we've got some different heads that will fit with them. That's really cool. And I like the fact that the set comes with both Thunderhammer and Shield and Lightning Claws. The Lightning Claw Sergeant looks fantastic. Mohawk head as well, that's really cool. These are some really nice models and a good glow up to the classic Terminator kit. Now, there is one aesthetic thing I'm not a huge fan of. And the Lightning Claws is it. I like this style of Lightning Claw, don't get me wrong. However, I also really like the other style of Lightning Claw that used to come with the Terminators, the more knuckle dustery style. And I liked that you got a bit of a mix of them between the two sets, because it was kind of showing off that, you know, a lot of these items are ancient relics, that they're not all just coming out of a factory. Some of them are ancient, some of them are, you know, newly created by artisans and stuff, and I thought that was kind of neat. I like this extra armor dick flap, that's kind of cool. But so yeah, all in all, I really like these, and luckily these are going to be compatible with the Heresy upgrade from 3D printing, because that replaces things like shoulder pads, heads, and the shin pads. So, and actually the front of the torso as well, I think, which is great. So yeah, I really like them, and they are coming along with a Terminator Ancient who is not egregious, so don't hate him. I don't like the torso, the tabard going under the armour. That's something I've talked about before. And I'm not such a big fan of these crossguards on the swords. I find them a bit too chunky. But this guy's cool. And perfectly usable as a herald in Terminator armour in the Heresy, in my opinion. Now, I do wish that Indomitus armour, you know, had rules for characters like it did in First Edition. I think that's something that would be, you know, would be good to get back. But there's nothing stopping me from running these and swapping the shoulder pads out. You know, putting cataphracted pads on them, putting Tartarus. In fact, I've done that. I have a Ultramarine Tartarus Praetor who is made from an Indomitus. I'll put a picture at the end of the video, actually, if I've got one. And they come in a new box called the Crux Terminatus. Now, this is a wonderful limited release like splash release box. I really like this. It's got only one model in that I don't particularly like, which is the Terminator Chaplain. Not a big deal. And comes with 15 Terminators, the new Ancient, and the Terminator Captain model. That's cool. That's really cool. It's 2 sets of the new Terminators, so you get one with lightning claws, one with thunder hammers. And then you get a regular set as well. I have no problem with this box set. This box set is absolutely fantastic. However, we can't possibly have a video with me being positive all the way through, so here I'm going to go negative. There's no way in God's green earth that I'm going to be able to get this box. You know, we all know it, because the scalpers are going to descend on this, and this is going to be 250, 300 quid on eBay overnight. They will send like 3 of them out to every single independent stockist in the UK. I don't mean 3 each, I mean 3 between every single stockist. And many of them won't even bother registering it on their website. I like it. I really want that box set, but I know I'm not going to be able to get it. It'll release at a point when I've got no money, sort of halfway through the month probably. And yeah, that's it. Done. You know, wonderful. Now I can't have it. Now, is that going to stop me? No, these models are going to be regular release, and I will be able to pick them up from my recaster in, I don't know, probably 6 weeks after the release, at a cost of about 14 quid for 5 of them. Because, you know, they're priced actually what they should be priced. And yeah, they're not plastic, they're resin, but who cares? And I won't get this decal sheet, boo-hoo. If I want this decal sheet, it'll be 3 quid on eBay. And I don't. There's nothing on here that's particularly that great. This should be a box set that goes around for, I don't know, 3-4 months of regular production. Or it should go up and you should be able to pre-order it, which then Games Workshop gets to know, oh, I need to make 6,000 of this box because 6,000 people have pre-ordered it. It shouldn't be just, we'll throw this up on the website and instantly sell out. That's not how pre-orders are supposed to work. Now, it's not a huge problem to me. If I want the parts from this box set, I can get them. Nothing here is irreplaceable, nothing's unique, but I just wish that the community could buy the products they want to buy. That's not a radical point of view. At no point should that even be considered radical or strange or, controversial in any way, shape or form. A business should not have people asking, I'd like to buy your products, why can't I buy your products? It's completely wrong for the idea of a business ever. Anyway, they're nice models. I really like them. I'm sure they're going to fit into the universe absolutely fine. It's great to see the classic aesthetic coming back. It really is. So yeah, that's it. I don't have much else to say about this. We also have some Legions Imperialis combat patrols, which is great, but I'm not going to buy them because no one buys them. Yeah, I really don't see. I just don't care. Where's the goddamn plastic Arthalax, guys? Come on, give us the Arthalax in 30k scale. Anyway, my name is Bando. This is Brexit Bando. If you're looking at getting these box sets, let me know down in the comments. We'll have a conversation. And don't forget, you can always like, comment, subscribe, all for free. And if you're buying models from Element Games, don't forget to use my code JAM737 or share your own code down in the comments, and I'll add them to my list because I do use people's codes who share them with me when I buy stuff. So pop yours down if you've got one. If you're not, if you haven't, that's fine. Let's have a conversation. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.